So anyway, let's talk about diagnosis code pointers, because it's kind of a sticky point, pun intended. It goes on the CMS 1500 form. Let me share my screen and I'll show you so we're looking at the same thing. Okay, so here is a sample CMS 1500. This is the bottom where the line items go. You can see right here, kind of in this section, under E, diagnosis pointer. Now, right before I came on this live chat, I was gonna say you never put more than one number in there. And of course, the number or the example I choose to show you shows more than one number. So how do we handle that? The diagnosis pointer relates up here to the primary diagnosis code you're using. Now this is an outdated form. They're still using the ICD-9 codes, but the idea is if you have a patient and let's say you're treating that patient for low back pain, and let's say you're also treating that patient for neck pain, right? So you're going to use M54, what is it? 454 and M452. You're using two separate diagnoses, and maybe in section A it's the low back, and in section B it's the neck. And so let's say that, now I don't know anybody who does this, but let's just say that you do a therapeutic exercise intervention for the low back. On your claim form for the particular date of service, let's go with today. Today is March 14th. You would have line item, March 14th, you'd have your diagnosis or your CPT code 97110 going across. Then you would have A in your diagnosis pointer for low back pain. And then let's say you did a manual treatment for the neck pain, and you did not do manual treatment for the low back. On your next line item, you would have your date, you would have your diagnosis or your CPT code, and then you would use pointer B to indicate the manual therapy was for the neck, and pointer A to indicate the therapeutic exercise was for the low back. Now, if you read the definitions of the CPT codes, they state one or more areas of the body. So really, nobody does that. I've never seen it in 17 years, but technically that's how it could be done. I'm going to share my screen one more time, and let's take a look at this. This is a definition. The diagnosis pointer refers to the line item number from the number 21 that relates to the reason the services were performed. So, if you're doing imaging and you're imaging more than one part of the body, I could see you using multiple pointers. But for us, generally speaking, you're going to stick with one pointer. But I guess if you do want to include more than one pointer, you delineate it by a comma. That's the way it looks like in that example I showed you. I posted a link of the example in the description of this Facebook Live. If you know something other than what I've said, share it, let us know. Otherwise, when you're choosing your pointer, generally, your primary treatment diagnosis is your primary diagnosis code in box A, and your pointer on your line item is always going to be A. But I hope that helps. I hope that clears some things up. I'll talk to you guys soon.